Hey. Yeah. Would you like to stagger up the stairs?
Yeah, I've only done 3 steps and I'm huffing and puffing.
That's just because you're just getting warmed up. Now this is a mountain biking ridge. Oh yeah, that's a nice view. Isn't that nice? No, I want to watch you climb this. You're making it look easy. With a moment of indecision. Do you have to get up on there? Oh, you do. Oh, I see the next blaze.
You guys going all the way to Springer?
No, we're going to Irwin. Just think you never have to do this again.
I am thinking that.
Do you see this?
They made the dots on these mile things, so like every time I look.
Isn't that funny?
Yes.
I almost guarantee I'm going to be saying effing Groot after I'm done this, because he was just another guy who told us we don't understand how hard the hiking is here. I don't know if you're going to be able to do it. So we're at the section of trail where it's combined with the very popular path from the Dragon's Head parking lot. Oh, let's try it.
Does it go down? Oh, no.
Oh, there's a big sign, follow blazes. So here I am, following blazes, not taking that trail. Pinks.
That down.
Oh, if you look behind you. Sorry.
Said, not bad. Maybe my phone can do that. But I had it in the pocket with my.
Look at that rock we were just standing on. It seems so solid, and it's like cantilevered over the edge. All the rocks like that around here seem to be slightly pointed up away from the edge, which makes them feel kind of safe. Do you like handles? First view of the tooth, and very popular trail. Looks like the dragon has lots of teeth. Full mouth of dentist work. The whole jawline.
Well, did you go through the hole? Like there's like a hole.
Oh, no, I didn't go through the hole.
Yeah, and that's probably the easiest.
Where's the hole?
Like,
I might be done, because now I'm old, and I'd like to stay that way. There's the money shot.
all right.
All right. And then I was like, how do I get down? Here's an inside tour of the famous Dragon Tooth. We are not going to go all the way up. I didn't even go all the way up. Now this is the part where I just did the rocks. I'm going under the rock. Yay, we're leaving the tourist zone. Yay! You don't look happy.
No more Kleenex.
Seems we've got a nice, fairly mellow ridge down from Dragon's Tooth. Drop off. But it doesn't look bad if you just don't look to the sides. Can I say it now? Oh my effing God. Fucking Groot, fucking magician, and all the rest of you mansplainers out there. That is not the hardest thing on the AT. That is kind of fun. That has some slightly scary sections, steep, and you have to put your feet in the correct places. Welcome to New Hampshire. You guys are gonna have a good time. Oh, and Maine, and Palmerton Rocks might scare you to death. I don't know. Nobos, just remember you have hundreds of miles of mysteries ahead of you. I have mysteries ahead of me right now, but I've done 70% of the trails, so I'm starting to run out of them, at least on the trail. And all the rest of you guys, I did it no problem. And so did my 77-year-old mother. Oh, you know, that's the road makes that so much prettier. This trail is making my feet hurt. It's a fairy ring of May apples. Cut tooth something.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There's a step
There's a step?
inside. Like, no. Where you were going. No.
Here?
No?
There?
Yes.
That's where I pointed first and you said no.
I said there's a step, and then you said,
I said there and you said no. But maybe you thought I was looking somewhere else.
more visions of sea creatures. I like how they place the blaze just right for an eye. Taking all my willpower not to run up and stick my head through that tree. At least they put a blaze on it. I needed a little trail therapy with all the rocks coming off Dragon's Tooth, and we've already been stuck in this hostile vortex, and I just felt like, oh my God, how are we ever gonna get to Irwin or anywhere else? I thought that was like a desert succulent. I'm hoping this is the last bit of it for a while, because I'm really having trouble with my mental attitude, but I'm also looking forward to eating some of the food so I don't have to carry it. It's the source. Oh. The smell. Oh, mine says 85. We're having water problems again. Nothing major, but it's still about 1.5 miles to water. I ran out maybe a mile ago. Toronto has a tiny bit. Yeah, and it's hot. Water stress.
They're not jacking the pulpit, are they?
Oh God, no. Little buttons. Little button flowers. More Destruction Alley. This looks like maybe a Halloween thing. I don't know. We finally got to the smoother trail. I am just staggering in to lunch and feeling like I wish it was the end of the day. But we've somehow started doing a bunch of short days lately, even though I thought I felt good. Well, we just talked a lot and enjoyed McAfee and Tinker Cliffs. And yesterday we didn't start till noon, so that's probably the problem. I felt fine until I loaded myself down with all that water. And today, loaded with all the water and food and hauling up to Dragon Tooth, which has a ton of steps and just like some real mountain climbing. And then these endless pseudo, not really Pennsylvania, but memories of it, rocks on the way down, endless ridge that just won't yield, won't become smooth, and won't go downhill. And I feel almost ready to cry in order to just stop for a while or get rid of this weight. This is a trail blessing. The smooth trail. I don't know how much further I could have gone on that other trail right now. What is that? Is it just a construction pile of rocks? Ancient construction pile. Wow, these woods have been like decimated. can of Pringles. What a beautiful thing. Look, I just opened it and they're not crushed. Like a multi-layer tuna dip here.
Can I have my tuna?
Sure. It's a
This is
two-person. How odd. They used a fraction. Just came down some stairs, Trout Creek Road. Feels good to get somewhere. We're just stumbling through the heat. Need a little refreshment. That was a quick 1-2 as far as conditions. Went from freezing temperatures to full summer with no water. I'm looking at this lovely campsite with envy. We decided we really want to do our minimum 10 and get back on track. Considering we both weren't even sure we could make it down the last downhill. This uphill we're doing now is rather doable. 6 p.m. and it's still 89 degrees. At least we're not in the sun anymore. I think I insulted some people earlier. I think they were some kind of fundamentalist family. It was like 7 people. They were covered head to toe. They said it was really hot and they were trekking up and we got out of their way and they said, oh, it's so hot. And I said, well, why are you wearing a jacket then? She said, it's a sun shirt. We're through hikers. And I said, oh, geez, I've heard of that. Are you stuck? Do you think I can go over it?
You can, oh, I can't even get up. My pack is too heavy, I can't get up. Yeah. I really couldn't. It was like when you see those weightlifters and it's just...
It's like riding a bucking bronco. Yeah, I'm glad I went over.
Go down.
Gosh. Okay. Not want to step off the trail. I don't know when you would stop. Man, it's getting breezy. I hope we don't regret going up this high to camp. We looked at some other camp spots, but decided to stick to our plan. Gusty. I'm hoping it's just the sunset wind. Temperature finally dropped to 80 degrees. The wind feels really good. Whole different story than when it was 45 and basically raining. So we have 0.3 or less to go, and the little steep hill ahead of me, and Turtletail is nowhere in sight. I think she smelled finally resting and taking off her pack and just couldn't hold back. She does that at the end of the day. Time I'm looking at something like this hill, which is actually quite steep, despite how it looks in video, I get really excited when the trail comes up here and it does not go straight ahead. Little party every time. Look at this crazy slope. I can't even get it in the picture pretty much. Almost scary to look down. Don't know if we'll get a good sunset. I hope so. Super hazy. Feels like we might get a pop-up thunderstorm, even though we have 0 chance of precipitation forecast. Let's watch Turtle put up the tent.
We can sort our food tomorrow morning, okay?
That sounds great, but we kind of have to tonight anyway. Alpenglow. We have camp. I've basically been giving myself a sponge bath. Laundry tree in sun. Actually, we didn't do laundry. It's more the air drying tree. It's gonna be a windy night. We put crunchies on our mac and cheese for gourmet. The bear bag is just so scenic tonight. We got Venus out. Scenic bear bag.